Hey guys, Foxdrop here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Season 6 masteries. What we're going to be doing here is we're going to be giving you some pages that you can use immediately to run into game for your junglers. This isn't going to be a breakdown of the masteries, we're not going to be taking a look at everything in depth. We're just going to give you some pages that you can use to immediately jump into game and not have to worry too much. Specifically, we're going to be taking a look at 3 archetypes. We're going to be taking a look at the ADs, the AD assassins, we're going to be taking a look at the bruisers and the tanks, and then the AP junglers. Now, these pages were made by Broken Shard. If you don't know who Broken Shard is, he has been around in the competitive league scene since Season 2 and currently sitting as the head coach of Team Dignitas. So he knows what he's talking about, and if you can trust my opinion, then you can definitely trust his. So, first page we want to take a look at here is the AD Assassin page. This will be the page we'll run for the Kindred, the Rengar, the Khajiits, that kind of thing. So we're going to start with getting some attack speed, then we'll get Double-Edged Sword to increase that damage, Vampirism to increase your healthy clears, not Bounty Hunter because that's a bit risky, but Oppressor is a very good mastery here. Then we're going to increase our Armor Pen, get Fervor of Battle to increase our overall damage when we're fighting, get the Moby Boots, mastery here, Wanderer. Then we'll get Runic Affinity to increase the duration of our buffs, Merciless, and then lastly here, Dangerous Game. You'll remember that from Season 5. Like I say, I'm going to be going through these kind of quickly because we're not going to be breaking these down. This is just to give you some pages that you can run into game with and be sorted. Next page we're going to take a look at is the tank page. The Bruiser tank page. Specifically, this is quite good for Rek'Sai, Gragas, Jarvan, that kind of thing. You know the deal, guys. So, Fury, Double-Edged Sword, Vampirism, and Oppressor. It's kind of pretty solid overall choices really for junglers. And then here in the Resolve page, we're just going to be going down here. Now you can kind of take whatever you want in this page. It doesn't really matter too much. It depends on the champion. You can loads of these options are kind of preference, or like I say, champion dependent. But in general, pretty strong here. We're going to get the Insight mastery, which I really like. It reduces the summon spell cooldown by 15%. That's really important because, like, your Flash, for example, has a 5-minute cooldown. So just with that mastery, you're reducing its cooldown by almost a whole minute, which is insane. Moving on here, you can have Tenacity, increase your Tenacity, or you can increase the armor and magic you have in team fights. And lastly, this Grasp with the Unyielding. This is the big seller here for the tanks. Every 4 seconds in combat, your next attack against an enemy champion steals life equal to 3% of your max health. So the more health you have, the more damage you'll be doing in fights, which of course is very good for the tanks. And this is actually true damage if I'm not mistaken, which is even more powerful. So very, very solid, very solid mastery, and definitely worth getting on these tanky champions. Moving on here to the AP junglers page. So like Elise, Nidalee, maybe if you want to go AP Eve or something like that as well. So we're going to start with increasing our ability power and spell damage, of course, and then we're going to be getting Double-Edged Sword because why not? You can move down to the natural talent here, which will just increase your overall AP and AD, and then get the Oppressor as well because it's pretty solid. However, Broken Shard's actually opted to not go these ones, and he goes for these two here. Now I guess it's just up to you whether you want slightly healthier clears or whether you want more damage. I guess that's kind of preference. But he puts most of his points into this Cunning page. Savagery or Wanderer, up to you. Doesn't matter whether you want slightly healthier clears or whether you want, not healthier clears, sorry, faster clears, or whether you want the Moby Boots. Then you want to get the Runic Affinity, Merciless, Dangerous Game. These are very, very strong for junglers. Precision here to increase your armor and your magic penetration. And then this last point here called Storm Rage's Surge, which if you do more than 30% of a champion's max health within 2 seconds, you gain a huge chunk of movement speed for 3 seconds. And it only has a 10-second cooldown, so it's absolutely insane really for these AP junglers who tend to be very assassin-like, who can definitely do 30% of a champion's max health within 2 seconds easily. Like within 1 second with one ability they could probably do it. So very, very good there. Now the last page I want to show you is actually a Lee Sin page. It's not an archetype, but it's a champion specific page. I figured you guys like my Lee Sin, so I may as well show you what's up here. Now it's very similar to the first page here. In fact, I'm just going to skip back to the first page because it's very similar to this. You could actually run this page on him if you wanted to, but just to be more tailored specifically to Lee Sin, we're going to take the points out of Cunning and stick them in Resolve. The biggest reason for that is because we want this one here, the insight, which will reduce this flash cooldown, which is very important for Lee Sin, because Lee Sin can definitely rely on his flash to make a lot of plays, and a Lee Sin with his flash and a Lee Sin without his flash is a pretty big difference. So this insight mastery is well worth picking up, and this runic armor as well gives a lot of benefit to Lee Sin, because he has a shield in his W and he has the lifesteal / spell vamp on his iron will, the second part of his W. So you get a lot of use out of the runic armor as well. But like I say, you could just keep your points in cunning. It doesn't really matter. But anyway, that's all I want to do for this video, guys. Like I said, it's a very fast rundown. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe to me for more League content. You can find me on Facebook, on Twitter, and catch me streaming on Twitch as well. Enjoy season 6, guys. It's going to be absolutely insane, I'm sure. And of course, go give Broken Shard a follow on Twitter at Broken Shard EUW, because he's the one who came up with these pages. So big thanks to him. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.